That.
Just making sure nobody can message. That's all. It's something I always like. I'm like,
Yeah. Yes, I imagine that would be. You use OBS or do you use Google Meet or what do you do?
Just Google Meet.
Google Meet for most of the stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, Barry. What's up? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Set up. Yeah, for that Sarah last night.
Yeah.
So basically, I thought she had nothing to do with lights anymore. Like I thought she was not involved.
Yeah.
So I didn't think anything of the fact that we were moving to the, from the pit to stage because the preset was great. It looked fine. And then she texted it and said, I got the pit lights all set. I was like, pit lights? We don't need pit lights anymore. We need stage lights. So I think she had to redo a bunch of lights. But it's seems to be, they got it all set up and pushed everything back. Were you here last night?
Yeah, I didn't stay as late as some of the rest of it.
Yeah, I don't do it. But I did, the board's on and all that, so we're good to go. Mr. Lamphere's gonna stream to the classrooms and he's using Google Meet to, and then Simon set up the little board, like an output to the little mixer.
Yeah.
It's a Yamaha. That one's in here. So yesterday when we were set up, I was like, I don't know where we'll be at 7 o'clock, but you can just hang out. There, of course. Connor's going to be doing the sound. But other than that, the lights are literally staying on right like this. It's not. She's like, don't touch the board.
We can do that.
That's right. I don't want to touch the board. Like, you don't have to tell me twice. But I was glad that she got the lights set. This is quite a setup for the elementary show. I guess it kind of makes sense to do it right after the high school show because it's just adjusting some things. And the tech's already all out.
I think this is the first time that we're like live streaming.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Or the gas thing's doing it.
yeah.
Okay.
It's all their equipment.
Hey, look at how much money they have in equipment for streaming. We'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those.
Yeah.
I don't know where he gets them, but they've invested a lot for sure. And even those tripods, you're looking at, that's probably $300 tripod, I guess. It's like a Manfrotto. Because this one here is, that's like $150. Yeah. But, yeah, those other ones are crazy. So you use OBS for the streaming, you do that, and then you have like a rolling little mixer.
Yeah.
I think we have one in the library too. I just like only used it a couple times. So do you have multiple cameras going into into
Yeah.
the Roland?
So we have camera going into the Roland, and then the Roland goes into OBS.
Okay.
And that connects to YouTube.
So on the monitor, you can see all the feeds.
Yep.
And then you select the one you want.
Yeah.
And does the Roland have the effects, or I mean, like, do you not even need them for that? Because it's
Yeah.
got to be like, it's not like you're gonna do like fades a lot, you know, or any of that stuff for drama.
Yeah, it's just got basic stuff.
Yeah,
Probably some overlays in it.
Yeah.
I should learn how to use the one we have.
Yeah.
And then you have access to it too, you know, for any streaming stuff. It's like we bought it a few years ago. It got used maybe during COVID when we were streaming a lot of sports and didn't have the huddle cams. Then what was his name? Oh, Hassos was doing they were doing a pretty good job. Like they had a pretty professional stream. Yeah, they had Lucas Day doing the audio like through the stream, which was pretty cool. I'm surprised the radio station allowed that because
That would take a lot of effort.
yeah, but it made for a really good production. Like in OBS, you can do replay and all that stuff. They had a bunch of like add-ons. It was pretty cool. But we had a wireless camera,
Yeah.
so with not like so for sports that was kind of nice because you could have somebody walking around with the camera.
I think we used that for one of the concerts.
Oh, okay.
Pops concert.
Oh, nice.
Because we had a wireless.
Yeah. It's always available. After this, I know last year, Jody wanted all that. Like this is like against code, so it has to all be in the bag. I don't know if it ever made it back to it.
I think it was a bit better for the summer, but like,
Yeah. Not a lot of blocking. Oh well. It is true, like you can't hear in the booth, like for audio. It's like
yeah, it's
it's
isolated.
very changed, you know, it's a very different experience. I don't know how, like, I went to a concert at a school in the Southern Tier and they had like a sound room, but it was like totally blocked out. Like it was like a separate room with just a window. I'm like, how do they do the audio if you're like,
Middle school.
oh yeah, exactly, yeah. Which I've never even been there. It's just, oh, is it? It's up top, right in the front of the back, yeah. Yeah, I've never been in there. Yeah, it doesn't seem very usable. And I don't know what the lighting and audio, like who does that over there for you?
Technically, the stipend is open, so we kind of handle it
Yeah.
for right now.
Yeah.
It needs to be entirely.
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. It's pretty bad over there. Who's doing the fall or the drama show for the middle school today? Is it Liz Ramsey?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think Mrs. Reynolds is also helping.
Oh, cool. That's neat.
Yeah.
That's great. They'll be a good team, I'm sure. Yeah, that's cool. Elementary is kind of nice because I think they do it as part of like ESD stuff. I think the show was like.
So we've been in like the safety committee
Oh.
in like the opposite room
Oh.
and just hearing like thumping music going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
It's like, and this is what you do in case of a bad situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to focus. Huh? Do you want to test it? You want me to talk into it, or you think
I
you're
could
good?
hear it from when you guys were
Oh, all right.
so
Okay.
we're good.
Cool. Good deal. Does Missy, or do they have like a?
Yep, I
She'll
sent the
send it
link.
out, and she'll send it out, or?
I'll double check that. I make sure you got it.
I think I saw it on their YouTube page for US cases.
Oh, gotcha. Cool. I felt bad. Sarah had to like reset stuff. I didn't know she was involved at all. I thought like she wasn't
Yeah,
doing
I
anything with lights.
really didn't either.
So I was like, I didn't think anything of it. Or, I figured we were good to go with the one preset, and it looked like everything else was good.
Oh, lady. Hey.
At least this is an easy show, easy. We've had other academic excellence where there's definitely more of the video.
People say you ran my guy.
Much easier. Never got an intro video, so.
No loves this morning. No loves for the winning.
Yeah.
She's like, we're not our top.
What are you thinking for next year? Any idea yet?
I'm looking at this.
Cool. Nice. Great.
All right, we're ready?
Talk to your mom a little bit.
Yeah. There's no lyrics.
Is that in front of her at the show? That'd be great.
Heard that. We're heard it.
A
Politely,
years ago,
heard
I
it.
put my friends on for communications.
Nobody goes that way this morning.
Like that.
If Purdy means behind you with my head
It's for YouTube.
No one knows that way.
Social media. So everything different. Everything is very different.
No, academic excellence is going in there. Everyone auditory. Hey.
I love Genesee.
Cafeteria for academic excellence.
I think it's a great school. I like the distance. It's a great feel.
Academic excellence? Are you really academic excellence? Yes, go grab it.
How are you?
Hey there. How's it going?
So, cafeteria or academic excellence?
Doing all right.
One day at school.
I figured I'd see it today. I was thinking about that on the way. I saw it's like the 32nd year.
We're trying to hurry.
Yeah, it's
Cafeteria, academic excellence.
some things like.
The morning show is now here. Cafeteria, academic excellence.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh,
Cafeteria, academic excellence. Academic.
Daniel? All right.
hey, how's it going?
Academic excellence?
Good, all right?
Keeping you busy out there, we do, I just leave my bag.
We gotta go cafeteria today. Cafeteria, academic excellence.
That's a good question because you're not.
Right, then you can go see Miss Angela.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah. But it's busy over here.
Oh, okay. John Freeze.
Hey, in the cafeteria, ladies and gentlemen, in the cafeteria, not out here, in the cafeteria, please, thank you, love you a lot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Holy mackerel.
Good morning.
Just got from
When
my
did you go to cafeteria? Academic excellence?
You as
Where is he?
I miss you there.
Syracuse.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You on days now.
Yeah, full time.
Well,
I guess they really like our stuff.
Give enough time by that.
Yeah, yeah.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
We have a cafeteria or academic excellence.
Oh, yeah.
well,
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't sound
These
good.
little,
Although the military, you should go to school.
it probably makes sense.
Fancy.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know, nice, so productive.
Like it's amazing just the consumer level. I can't imagine what
He
people
said,
always are.
he said at 10,000 feet here, he can read a license plate tomorrow.
That's crazy. That is nuts. Wow.
They're not
You are going
permitted
into
to
the
use
cafeteria
the
unless we're getting it.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually.
Which makes
we'll-
sense.
Yeah.
But the equipment is something. How's it going?
Things are going well.
Only academic. No, I.
It's a going. She's great.
Good.
She's been.
Yeah, I misunderstood.
These Poland's regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
I texted him 3 weeks ago. He said he
Which is sad.
He sent me a message. He wants to go down to the
You need to go to the cafeteria this
So
morning.
they did a tour.
I'll do the rest.
I
Cafeteria,
took a couple
grocery,
guys down.
academic
Matt did the tour.
Oh, no way. What's interesting, it's a very small club, but we have a.
Cafeteria,
Yeah,
I might be interested in going.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They do
You need
take
to go to
students.
the cafeteria or academic
I was surprised. obviously there's certain things that can see,
Yeah.
certain things you can't.
I haven't considered like quitting this.
They have simulated, one simulator, you can see another one.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm gonna show up. Do a few.
School, you know, hospital.
This is right.
I don't know.
Like the other side of,
Yeah. Hey. So Connor, everything's on. It's set to channel B or whatever you call
Yes.
it on there.
Yes, Simon told me.
So, I mean, and it's ready to go. So I did unmute the mic that's up on the stage, but
But you all need to fill our test.
The PA is on?
All three.
Yep. Everything is good. Show up here's streaming out. Good there. That's good to know. I might reach out to you and get his info because
yeah, because.
Well, I mean, no better way to get that free though.
that
Yeah.
might be a different level.
We got that's open goal. We're a little under.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I think most kids when they hear
But
the
you
word
have to go that bad.
gives it the size of them.
Oh, wow. Holy cow. I didn't know they were that big.
That bad.
Mr. Marshall, Mr. Abraham said, I could fly to draw the
Some of them,
10,000
yeah.
feet through the license plate in Toronto. With those military drones, that's
Not even like uplink satellite.
You want her to
Anyway.
Lovely wife.
It was either the first or one of the first.
Cafeteria, unless you're not gonna You need to go get the cafeteria.
He's been teaching it, he's been doing it.
Ladies.
Alex is in, she lives on, Grand Island. And she's a dietitian. Working from home. I don't know, this whole working from home thing is a whole new thing to do. We've got two daughter-in-law, John's wife works from home. John's
Gentlemen, cafeteria.
I didn't even realize schools were still in business. So basically, they moved.
I feel like they should let us put our backpacks on.
They should. Mine's under there. This might be actually where I'm gonna keep it, probably.
Oh, mine is in my aisle.
Probably gonna keep my.
So I'm probably gonna trip some kids.
Why have to come back here late?
Connor, you want me to just, I'm gonna do a quick check. if you want.
Here, I'll trade. You want to just hand me the Chromebook and.
So the little small stuff right here, so.
Sorry, Connor. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. You getting a little bit of a feedback? Test 1, 2.
These don't tend to feedback.
I don't know.
Check 1, 2.
I find that these PG mics don't tend to feedback. as
Yeah,
bad
not-
as, like that body mics.
And I'm just thankful we're not using the ones we use for the board meetings. Which you guys use for those. It's just a little Bluetooth one with a receiver. I mean, it does fine, but the problem is you have to like speak directly into them.
Right. I like PG. I like SMs more because I feel like SM quality's better, but you have to have a direct wire.
Yeah.
So if you like doing something where you can have like a bunch of XLRs and stuff going in and out of something, it's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, love ya.
But for these types of things, they tend to like it when you can't see much wires.
Yeah.
I don't know who's first, actually.
So you have three boards actually.
Technically, yeah.
So what's the smallest one going to? Is that just camera feeds?
That's just USB into. Yeah.
Is there a reason you need three input boards?
I probably could just run it into there.
Because the camera's going directly into
Yep.
USB-C.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a most unnecessary daisy chain.
Mm-hmm.
Are they even faded on that?
No, God, no.
What is that even?
It's pretty much just a throughput, just to get it to the USB.
And to think that, like, everybody events done just that way.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I could never.
Good morning. At this time, if we could please stand for the pledge of allegiance to the flag. At this time, I would like to welcome Mrs. Elizabeth Brown, our high school principal.
Good morning, Penn Academy students and families. I'm Elizabeth Brown, and I'm honored to serve you as principal of Penn Academy. Today, I have the privilege of recognizing an outstanding group of students who have achieved academic excellence. This recognition reflects not only your hard work and commitment, but also the encouragement and support of your families who stand behind you every step of the way. Together, you've shown what dedication, resilience, and a love of learning can accomplish. You set a powerful example for your classmates, your teachers, and our entire school community. I'm so proud of your efforts, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish next. Congratulations to each one of you on your well-deserved achievement.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mrs. Joelle Candela. I am the mayor's wife. He could not be here today, so I would like to read the proclamation on behalf of the Village of Penn. Academic Excellence Day. Whereas the community of Penn and the Penn schools benefit from academic excellence, and whereas the Penn Village Board of Trustees is proud of the academic excellence in our schools, and whereas the board and the citizens of the Village of Penn do wish to recognize the students and the teachers of our local schools, now therefore be it resolved that I, Dan Candela, Mayor of the Village of Penn, do hereby proclaim Thursday, November 13th, 2025, as Academic Excellence Day in the Village of Penn. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Ms. Amory. I am the school secretary here at Penn Academy, and I have the honor of reading the names of the students who have earned their awards this year. Academic Excellence Day highlights our students' achievements, and it is, students who have achieved a grade point average of 90 or higher in the preceding school year. The awards include a letter for 1 year, a pin for 2 years, and a plaque for 3 years. We'll begin with our letter recipients. I will say the names. Please hold your applause until everyone has made their way up onto the stage. Morgan Brewer, Valerio Burgos Farnan, Keegan Christensen, Ryan Creary, Vincenzo D'Amico, Rachel Dan, Isabella D'Arcangelo, Allie Rose Dean, Carter Dunning, Tucker Fisher, Harrison Fitch, Simone Greer, Grayson Hathaway, Alex Hoffman, Deanna Holcomb, Evelyn Little, Hunter Maskey, Bella Miller, Sophia Montano, Kai Moore, Caitlin Newton, Wilson Oliva, Charlie Roback, Diedrich Cheeksma, Eva Smith, Jenna Thompson, Triton Wendiger, Allie Young, and Avery Ziegler. Thank you. Next, we will honor our students who have received a pin for 2 years. Miley Anderson, Zoe Anderson, Isabella Boyd, Cadence Brady, Juliet Chapey, Zoe Comstock, Addison Bailey, Miles Ditzel, Michael Gelati, Addison Gillette, Emma Grigley, Lila Hanson, Grace Lynn Lewis, Rhiannon Lyons-Smith, Carrington McLeod, Allison Morse, Joshua Morse, McKenna Mullins, Emily Ortiz Segura, Maggie Pratt, Mina Reed, Lydia Shallow, Rain Schindler, Alyssa Smith, Matthew Sorensen, Brianna Teeter, Ian Thompson, Ethan Wager, Colt Walters, Katie Wheeler, Megan Wheeler, Lila Williamson, and Zoe Ziegler. This time, we will honor, our plaque recipients. They have earned a 90 or above average for 3 years. Colin Alexander. Jens Alexander. Orbeth Badmon. Ruby Berry. Madison Brewer. Leah Bush. Elijah Clancy. Bailey Cooper. Marisol Docklish. Owen Droney. Reagan Finger. Abigail Fisher. Tyler Gilbert. Finnegan Hanley. Brady McLeod. Nathan Manessis. Kennedy Mumby. Nicholas Spofford Xavier. Gianna Voigt. And Addison Yachts. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. McKercher up to introduce this year's inductee into our Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame.
All right, good morning. It is my honor to introduce one of Penn Yan's most respected and impactful educators, a man whose life has helped shape the hearts of our community and the spirit of our school, Mr. John Kreese. Mr. Kreese is a distinguished agricultural educator and a lifelong farmer from right here in the Finger Lakes region. A proud graduate of SUNY Cobleskill, Kansas State University, and Cornell University, he brought his wealth of knowledge and passion of agriculture to Penn Yan, spending 28 years teaching at Penn Yan Academy. During that time, Mr. Kreese became the cornerstone of our agricultural education program. Under his leadership, the Penn Yan FFA chapter grew into one of the strongest and most respected in New York State. But that is not what Mr. Kreese was here for. He built something greater than trophies and banners. He built people. Through his dedication, patience, and belief in his students, he inspired generations to discover their potential as leaders, as learners, and contributors to the agricultural world. His classroom lessons extended far beyond the walls of the academy, instilling values of hard work, responsibility, and pride in one's craft. Even after years as an educator, Mr. Kreese's commitment to agriculture continues. He owns and operates Spring Pond Farms, raising high-quality cattle, and he's also the president of our Yates County Farm Bureau, where he mentors the next generation of agricultural leaders. This morning, we celebrate not only Mr. Kreese's accomplishments, but also his legacy that he leaves behind, a legacy rooted in passion, perseverance, and purpose. Please join me now in congratulating and welcoming Mr. John Kreese as our newest member of the Penn Yan Academy Distinguished Alumni.
Monday, I take this apart, I'll just stand still. Well, thank you so much. You know, I've been blessed in my life to receive, I guess, many accolades. This being probably the highest. It was probably the very, very last thing when Missy was feverishly trying to call me and connect with me. I was actually on a Zoom call, I think planning a national convention with people from all over the nation, and my phone was blowing up, and I couldn't imagine why Penn Academy was trying to reach me. And lo and behold, it was at that time that I learned that I was going to be inducted into this very, very prestigious, circle of friends, if you will. I mean, it just seems almost surreal in that with the thousands of students that have been through these halls, the hundreds of great faculty. Certainly, I consider this a monumental, honor, like I said, to be considered worthy of such an award. Mr. McKercher gave a little snapshot of what I did, and I guess they only gave me 10 minutes. I got enough stuff in my head to go a couple hours, so if you want to just buckle on in here, we'll just stay here and you can get out of English class if you've read long enough. When I think back, there's like one thing. If there's only one thing I wish I could redo in my life, and that was probably my high school career. When I was in high school, in fact, I was thinking this morning, if they could only see me now. When I was in high school, I went to Baldwinsville High School. It was 671 students that I graduated with. And by the time I got done with that fiasco, I was like something like number 389. There was only like 200 kids that had worse grades than I had. I was a very, very unconnected person. I did not enjoy high school. I did not take advantage. There was only one class I liked, and that was industrial arts, aka shop, because Mr. Welser helped me to repair my dad's 22 rimfire Remington rifle. And I connected with him. But I've got to say that was probably my biggest issue that I had in high school. It wasn't the content. It was my inability to connect with my teachers. I never graduated with a Regents diploma, for I had the proud, distinguished honor of failing trigonometry not once but twice. The second time, I got a 64 on the final on the Regents, and that pretty much sealed my fate as a non-Regents type of person. I went to Cobleskill and I rocked that place. All of a sudden I realized that these teachers were wonderful people and they had so much to offer, and if you were willing to connect, it was just like this amazing, surreal educational experience. I'll never forget, the end of my first semester, got this letter that said I was on the dean's list and I had a 3.6. I didn't even know what a 3.6 GPA meant. I thought dean's list meant I made it to the idiot list and I was on the verge of getting kicked out. I truly had no idea what a GPA really meant. I thought about Cobleskill, and my plan was never to go on in school because I told myself that I did not want to, continue on. But then I did, and I traveled to Kansas State University, and of all the things I chose was ag education. I didn't want to be a teacher. I didn't know what I wanted. That was the whole problem in my life. Excuse me. As many of you struggle with what am I going to do? I took ag education because it was a broad-based degree. I student taught in Natoma High School in Natoma, Kansas, far out west, in University, Colorado, from where my apartment was. There was 81 kids in the whole school, and 78 of them took agriculture. That's how big it was. I mean, it was a major, major deal. And I went to Kansas State University. I graduated. I told myself I was not going to teach. And in 1985, when I came back, I accepted my first position as a teacher of agriculture at Wellsville. I spent 5 years there and then had the opportunity to come here. And when I came here, it was a much different place than what you would see here today. We were on austerity budget. There was no funds for field trips. There was no funds for supplies. It was a really, really tough part of the world. The agricultural economy had collapsed nationwide. Everything was for sale in Gates County. We bought our farm for less than $400 an acre. It's $20,000 for our whole farm. I can't even imagine what it's worth today because things are just a little bit different. You know, I then needed to make a decision. I was either going to stay teaching or I had to leave because in New York State you have 5 years to get a master's degree. And I will wrap this up, guys. And it was like, I am not master's degree material. I mean, come on, man. You know, I did really great in my undergrad, but, you know, master's degree. And in New York, there's really only one place to go for agriculture, and that's Cornell University. So I applied to Cornell University, and they said, can't get in Cornell unless you take the SAT exam. Well, dudes, I made it this far. I was already teaching, and I never had an SAT score. So I kind of squared off with my advisor, and I said, nope, I'm not taking that SAT exam. Because I was really afraid that they would realize how dumb I really was, you know. So they said, no problem, you can take the Miller analogy test in order to get in here. And I thought, well, that sounds cool. Miller analogy, you know, like red is to stop, is green is to, like, go. Okay, where's the bubble sheet? I'm ready to take this test. Ladies and gentlemen, I took this test. There was words on there I couldn't even pronounce, couldn't figure out the roots, the endings, the stuff that I had no idea. One of the proudest moments of my life, next to this one, was the day that my advisor, Dr. Berkey, called me in, and he always looked over the top of his glasses, and he looked at my score, and he says, well, John, I want to tell you one thing. This never before have we accepted anybody in Cornell with such a low score. I was like, cool, we're making some history today here. I said, oh, heck, Dr. Berkey, let's you and me take a chance on this deal. I bet I can get through it. You know, I took classes like bioenergetics and nutritional physiology. I took immunophysiology. I took all these classes in my master's program, and I'm telling you what, they let me out with a master's degree, and my world has rocked ever since. So it's kind of proof, you know, I was not one of those standardized test takers, but if I could go back now, I certainly would have done my high school experience just a little bit better. You know, I still can't solve a quadratic equation worth a darn. I'm going to work on that this afternoon after I go home. So being here at Penn, what a rock and roll experience. I mean, we had just the greatest time. Yep, we built a program. You know what I was able to do, and I don't think I was the best teacher, but I was a teacher that for some reason I was able to connect with students. Now, I didn't connect with all students. There was people that absolutely hated me. But for the other part of the students, I guess they really enjoyed me and I enjoyed them. I mean, connections, it takes two. You can't just do one, you gotta take two. And so ladies and gentlemen, if I can just leave you with one thing, there are a couple of things. You know, number one is find your passion, and that is tough. I like beef cattle. I like eating beef cattle. I love steak. I sit on the National Beef Cattle Promotion and Research Board. I am one of 99 in the nation that drives this industry, and I am honored to do that. That's way cool. Never had to take a test to get on that. All you got to do is show up with a passion. And I'm going to tell you, that's your key to success. Show up with a passion. Number two is if you can at least make a connection, start it today. When you walk into class, connect with your teacher. It means so much. All right, walk into your ag room and say, hey, Mrs. Bosart, how are you today? And if you don't have Mrs. Bosart, then why don't you connect with Mr. Chapel and ask him how his day is going. It's the easiest way to connect because I will almost guarantee if you ask Mrs. Bosart or any one of these wonderful people that teach here how their day is going, and I bet if you wait long enough, they're probably going to reply. Better yet, ask them, what are you going to do today? Because that opens the connection pathways. It opens your brain, it opens the teacher's brain, and it says, this person wants to know what we're going to do. And that's really step one in academic success. Connect with what you're doing. For the teachers in the room, all right, one of the things that made a huge difference for me as a learner were those teachers that could connect with me. We have to understand why we need to learn things. And I think that's why I dislike high school so much. So many times my teachers would say, you need to know this stuff because it's on the test. Wrong answer, Bob. I don't like that rationalization. Show me, teach me, help me understand. Help the students understand how they're going to benefit from the knowledge. And sometimes that's pretty hard to do. I got it. You just got to know it because it's on the test. But ladies and gentlemen, it's an awesome world out there. I'm 62 years old. I'm proud to say that I think I've been learning for 62 years now. I'm pretty sure that even as a baby, I gotta believe I was learning something, right? And I taught for 33, so I've been learning twice as long as I ever been taught. So I am a lifelong learner. I am a voracious reader, but I only really like to learn the things that I like to learn. All right, and that's okay. That's okay when you get out of high school. You can pick that avenue, and that's the cool thing about it. So ladies and gentlemen, what a great honor. I don't want to bore you. I just want you to know I got lots of material that I can keep going on. For those of you that received your awards, congratulations. For those of you that maybe are challenged with making the connections that I am speaking about, start today. Start today. Go into each and every one of your rooms and genuinely ask your teacher, they're not your enemy, ask your teacher how they are doing. And why don't you maybe start by saying, and what are we going to learn today? For that is the first step in connecting with the educational process. I'm telling you, once you connect, that content is oh so easy. Thank you for everybody, and I certainly do appreciate it.
Thank you for your words. Students, I really hope you let those words that Mr. Priest just shared with us today resonate with you, not just today or tomorrow, but down the road in your future as you head on to other bigger, better things. So as we wrap up today's celebration, I want to once again congratulate all of the students for recognizing their hard work, perseverance, and commitment to excellence. You embody what it means to be a Penn Academy Mustang. Driven, kind, and dedicated to growth. Thank you to our families, teachers, and staff for your ongoing support and encouragement. Together, we continue to make Penn Academy a place for students to thrive. Congratulations, everyone. You did it. You should be proud of yourselves. Keep reaching for your best. Thank you. That concludes our ceremony for today. Families, if you'd like to take individual pictures, you may come on up front and do as you wish. Have a great day.